you're out here because you have a movie, and I heard you got Derek Jeter in the other guys.
We have the captain, Derek Jeter, or J-Stick, as I like to refer to him. He's in our movie. Plays a pivotal cameo in the movie.
Can you tell me, how is Derek to work with?
You know, if he would have said 2 words to me, I would have been able to tell you. But boy, the guy's got an entourage a mile long. When he says no eye contact, he means it.
Right.
Yeah, he slapped me a couple times. Other than that, he's great.
Was he kind of like critiquing your acting too, since he's so good at everything?
Absolutely. He was like, I think you misread that line. And I'm really, Derek, why don't you do it? It's like, okay, I will.
And then he did.
And then he did. He's actually one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, which is, with how talented he is, and he's gracious, and he was, we were just laughing that he said, you know, he was more nervous doing a day of filming with us than he was playing in like the 7th game of the World Series. So, but it was great. It was great. I tried not to bug him too much with World Series questions because they just won the series.
Tell us a little bit more about the movie. We know Derek Jeter's in it. We know you're in it. Who's the other guy?
The other guy is Mark Wahlberg, and we are a pair of detectives who everyone hates on the force. I am a forensic accountant who's never fired his gun ever. Mark's kind of a tough guy from the streets who isn't allowed to be on cases anymore, and we're paired together to try to solve this crime.
I've heard about this guy in the minors, Rojo Johnson. Have you heard of this guy?
I've heard legend of him. Yeah. Seems like a creepy, weird guy. Yeah.
Totally creepy, kind of weird, but a little bit talented. Like, do you expect big things from this man?
Well, anyone who throws 109 miles an hour, you got to take a chance on. Even if he's been arrested for embezzling reptiles into the country. But yeah, he's a little bit of a shady character, but I think underneath all of it is a heart of gold.
And some gold chains.
And a lot of gold chains. Too many, I think, that are legally allowed by the game.
How does it feel to be here, be with these guys, and just having a good time today?
It's kind of hard to describe in a way because, you know, I meet a lot of, obviously, actors and famous people, and I'm never really awestruck by anyone other than pro athletes, and to get to kind of hang out with some of these guys and get to talk with them, especially in Anaheim Stadium where I grew up as a kid going to ball games. It's pretty surreal to walk through the like the press entrance and go through the bowels of the stadium and then walk out onto the field through the dugouts. You know, it's you know, when I think back to sitting up in the view section as a kid, and you know, that's when I really grew to love baseball, was coming to Angel Stadium as a kid. So to be here amongst the best players in the game, it's a really neat thing. Get this guy out of here. Seriously.
I want you to tell me what's the story behind the jacket.
Bobby Grich, famed Angel second baseman, originally with the Orioles, and he was on the team when I was a kid.
Did you really grow up here?
I grew up here. I grew up in this dugout, right down in that corner.